Good morning and welcome back to the Antique FANatic. It's 6:30 on a Saturday morning, which you know the drill. You know there's an estate sale or an auction getting ready to occur. Well, I'm here to tell you that's true, but you're not going to want to miss this one because there's more to this than you realize. I've been looking at the pictures. This whole house looks like it was abandoned in the 30s or 40s and the family just left everything and it's been undisturbed, well, for the most part, except with the ravages of time and decay from inside the house. But I had to go see it. I had to go check it out, so I'm going to do that. And if you want to go, jump in the car and let's go. But first I gotta go get coffee and try to wake up a little bit more. So let's go see what's out there today. Sounds fun. So here we are up at the house. I got permission from the owner to come up here and look around. I don't think we're going to go inside. I got a few photos that I'll steal off the webpage to show you the inside. But the contents of this house are what are being auctioned today. You can tell they're very, very old. It's like a glimpse from someone's past, which is always the case. With estate sales. But in this particular case, as you can tell, they're much older. Much, much older. And I guess the appeal to me about estate sales and things like this really are, I want to be remembered one day. Hard to see through the windows. The old gutters. There's an old cistern, like in my backyard. And here's the foundation falling in. The upstairs still has stuff in it. Some dogs or something been hiding under there. Certainly, at one time, a very nice home. And I think it won't be here much longer. Wish we could go inside, but that's not going to happen. Not today. if you see estate auctions as a museum that you can buy the contents of, give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring that bell, and join us on our adventures to own it all.
still in there to sell. We'll go in there and sell it, but everything else.
10, 10, 10, 7 and a half, to get 10 to 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, to get 50, 15 to 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 20, 20, 20, 20 to 2 and a half, 2 and a half, a little bit to 22 and a half, 2 and a half, a little bit to 22 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, sold at $20, number 62, 1 or 2. 15 to 20, 20, 15, little bit to 20, 20, 15, little bit to 17 and a half, 15 to 17 and a half, down 20, 20, 20 to 2 and a half, down 5, 25, to get 7 and a half, 27 and a half, to get 30 to 32 and a half, 30 little bit to 32 and a half, 2 and a half, 30 little bit to 32 and a half, 2 and a half, 30 to 32 and a half, sold at $30. Wood typewriter, 2 and a half to get 5, 5, 5 now, 7 and a half, 5 to get 5, 7 and a half to get 10 now, 12 and a half to get 15, 17 and a half to get 22 and a half to get 5 now, 7 and a half, 25 to the button 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 25 to the button 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 25 to the button 27 and a half, 25, 7 and a half, sold at $25. Tree topper, 2.5 to get 5, 5, 2.5 to get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Who get 3 now? 4, 4, 4, 3 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3 now, 4 now, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4. Sold at $3.06. Get the box full. 3, 4, 4, 4, 3 little bit now, 4 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4, 4, 3 little bit now, 4 now, 5 now, 5 now, 5 now, 4 there, 5, 4 little bit now, 5 now, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4 little bit now, 5. 7.5, 5 little bit on the fan there. 7.5, 5, 7.5, 10. 10 now, 12.5, 12.5, 10 little bit now, 12.5, 12.5 to get 15, 15 now, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 22.5. 2 little bit now, 22.5, 2.5, 2 little bit now, 22.5, 2.5, 2 little bit now, 22.5. Sold at $20.67.
Choice flag.
Choice. All right, tray, cigar box, and goodies in it. 2, 3, 3, 2, little bit now, 3 now, 3 now, 3 now, 3 now, 3 now, 4 now, 4 now, 4 now, 5 now, 5 now, 5 now, 5 now, 6 now, 6 now, 7, 7, 7, 7 now. 6 is there. 7, did he say 7? 7, 8, 8, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. Sold at $7.60. What you want to do with it?
Way to go, Jason.
Who's got 50 on it? Who's got 25? Richard, 25, 35, 35, 25 to get 35, 35 to get 45 now, 55, 55 now, 65, 65 now, 75, 75, 85 now, 95, 95, 85 a little bit then 95, 95, 85 a little bit then 95, 95, 85 a little bit then 95, 95, so at $85.73. He'll make it look different.
Moving on us.
I found Riley. Okay, we're home from the auction. Yay. Got more stuff. I need to get another job. Waiting on Riley to get here. But we're going to get some stuff unloaded while we're waiting on Riley. This stuff is filthy dirty. We're going to get it all out here on the porch. And then maybe Riley help me clean it up. There he is, coming down the road right now. Some of this stuff may go straight in the dumpster. Hadn't fully decided yet what I'm going to do. Perfect Christmas stuff, though. Howdy! We're just doing a closing video, trying to pile it up on the porch, and then we can talk about it. All the fun stuff. I don't even know what that is. Old wrapping paper. Whole bunch of Christmas junk. Dee's always got a lot of Christmas stuff. Sure does. What do you think about that thing? What's up, man? Hand that to you. I don't know why I bought that. I thought it was cool. This, folks, is what's so super cool. This is the This has even got the guy's name. He hand wrote his name on there. All I gotta do, I think, is get the, no, I don't think so. I think all I gotta do is get the camera out and get this STP sign. Might as well grab it, throw it out there on the pot. Phew. No, that's it. Okay. Okay, we got it all unloaded, so it's show and tell time. I'm going to try to explain what it is I got and why I ended up with it, because sometimes I need to remind myself. Now, here's the snapshot of everything. You can't go to an auction and not bring a fan home, even if it's just a Wizard. And then, I don't even know, a Titan, I don't even know if it would still heat, but it's a forced air heater. It probably need to be cleaned because it's probably got mouse poop in it. Got a bunch of Christmas stuff. There's a tree topper. I don't know why I wanted that, because it's a double wide ice tray. You don't see those very often. This just struck me interesting. I can clean that and hang it on the wall. I think it's just, it needs to be cleaned and it'll look cool. Let's skip those because those are really, really cool. I got these. These are just your average C7s, but they're in the original box, and I think they're good. This was just junk. It's paper. This is linen paper. And then I got this flat because it has new old stock C6s. And I just like that old GE advertisement. These are C6s, but they're cloth cord. They're in good shape. We need to clean this out, blow the dust out before I take it inside. And more here. And it looks like a plastic figural. That's just an ornament, I believe. Yeah. Little dove that was piled in there, but these are all GEs. Cloth cord with the little balls to tighten that down on your tree. This is just more Christmassy stuff. Over here we got the oil lamp. I like the looks of it. I think this thing will clean up. It's been sitting in a barn forever and it's filthy dirty. But it looks, I think the transformation before and after is going to be awesome. And stop by another sale. This is just more junk I'll probably throw away. Got that at an estate sale on the way home. Couldn't resist it. Didn't know it was there. Okay, what else? On the ice trays, when that came up, they had stuck this with it for some random reason. And this is an early Fire King coffee mug. So we're going to clean all the goop out and soak that. That'll be a heck of a transformation. The wow factor will blow your mind. Okay, so the final thing, the big cool thing that I really didn't think I'd own, if you look, Streamline Electrical Train, Lewis Marks and Company, New York office, 200 Fifth Avenue, remote control. Look at that, folks. Is that not the coolest thing? Of course, it's been chewed on and eat up by the mice and whatnot. Probably been peed on. But it's all there. I think it'll clean up and be real nice. So that'll be a project. Maybe not today. So thanks to Riley for hanging out with me and helping me unload all the stuff. And we're going to look around at some fans and have some fun and just do, single dude stuff. So thanks for your support. We'll see you on the next episode of the Antique FANatic. Peace out. Thanks, Riley.